Okay, good morning, everybody. It is week 5, and we've been at this over a month now already, which it's pretty amazing. But it is 8 o'clock Saturday morning here in South Louisiana, where it's pouring down rain. And you guys will probably be seeing this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday even. But I hope it's sooner than later because we've got a very busy week. We've got our first exam coming up. It'll be Wednesday. I'll post it probably noon on Wednesday, and you'll have until Saturday midnight to complete it. It will be made up of probably 50 questions, true, false, multiple choice. I pull the questions off of a pool of questions that I have created along with the author. So it's brand new, but you will be able to do an open book test and open note test. So, and I'll give you plenty of time to do it. You'll probably have 3 chances or 2 chances to correct things and turn back in. So how I would study if I were you, I would make sure you read and understand the concepts in the textbook, go through your notes, go through anything that I've posted out there, and go through the videos, the video lectures. All of that should get you pretty well prepared, so you can at least reference it if you're coming up on a question that you're not real sure about. Most of this stuff is pretty straightforward, especially in this early stages. So good luck on that. As always, if you have any questions there, give me a shout and I'll be happy to help you. A bunch of you have already done that and asked how to prepare for these tests and so on and so forth, which is great. Okay, in the second part, we have finally got approval, the new process for the CHIA portion of this, and I'll be frank, I am very nervous about dumping all of this on you, because that's literally what it is I'm taking all of this information, and it is a lot, and putting it out there and telling you to go, jump in. Now, there's several files that will be out there. I'm giving you what's called the flipped version of this. It's STAR's terminology for this particular class, or this way I'm delivering this. There are other versions out there, but they are huge. We're talking 700-800 slides. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to give you pretty much what's expected of you for the exam. And again, hopefully setting you up for success when you do take the exam at week 5 of this class. So you'll have 4 weeks where we'll go through some modules, 1 module a week, and then on the 5th week, all we have is that exam. And you have to pass that exam with 70% or higher. You will have 1 makeup chance, okay, which will probably be the following week, but you have 1 chance to do it. So with that in mind, let's take a look at the beginning portion of this, which kind of sets it up, and I'll give you some of the ground rules here and some of the ways to attack this information, and the rest of it is out there already. Or will be by the time you look at this video. So let's take a look at this real quick. Okay, here we go. This is the slide presentation. I'm going to run through a couple of these slides just to show you how this thing is laid out and some of the ground rules going into this. Now, I'm giving you the teacher's version, so you should be able to see everything that I see and as it's presented to you. Here is first couple of slides here, just basically telling you how this thing is laid out. So it consists of a brief review of the CHIA content, and like I said, there's 2 other versions of this that are out there. If you really want it, you can get it. Otherwise, I believe what we're going to present to you over the next 4 weeks is enough for you to grasp this and succeed on the exam. So there's a combined review, which is over 400 slides, and then there's this full one that goes into extreme detail, basically 800 total for each of these modules. This is the flipped version, which is a brief overview. And there are quizzes at the end, and there are application exercises at the end of each of these sections. And I'm going to show you examples of those here in a second. But I highly recommend you go through those. They are done in a way to help you grasp the content that is presented in real life terms. Yeah, like I said, there's a large number of slides. Make sure you're on top of that. There are some slides that are noted as optional, and I chose to put these in there because it does illustrate the concepts and reinforce the concepts that we've discussed. They will not be tested, but they are part of the class, and you should understand them. Again, it's one way to reinforce the material that is presented. The critical content, meaning the ideas that you will be tested on and the ideas that you will use in your career in this field, is underlined in each of the slides. And as I stated, this is a global or a 30,000 foot level view of this data. And I've personalized it, and of course they want me to, but I've personalized it with some graphics and things like that in there. So the structure of this portion of the course, 4 modules, they're subdivided into parts. Now, one thing I need to say is a lot of this is terminology. If you grasp the terminology, you can handle the structure of this and the content of this a heck of a lot better. So there's 4 modules, 1 module a week is how we'll attack this. They are subdivided into parts. All of this material is available through Blackboard, and like I said, focus on the definitions and terminology. I strongly recommend doing the application exercises and the quizzes that are at the end of each module and part. You're going to start receiving STAR reports from me. These are the ones that I get from Smith Travel Research, who's the producer of this, of the STAR reports, and I receive market-wide reports. But I'm going to share those with you so you see what kind of data is being produced by these guys in real time. All right, and why we use it. It'll start becoming clear as you go further into the class. And as always, if you have any questions, please ask me. Now, here's an example. This is underlined as optional. This is a slide you'll come across in the first portion of this, in the first module. And this is additional affiliation companies and organizations that are involved in the hotel industry. All right, here's samples of the quiz questions at the end of each part. And I can't do it right now for some reason, but the way you go about taking these quizzes is you simply hit forward button on on the slideshow, and the correct answer will highlight. It highlights in this green that they use here, so it's actually kind of hard to see. But take a close look, and if you go forward 1, it will all of a sudden give you the answer for the first one. Go forward 2, and it'll give you the answer for the second one. So go through that. It's kind of like a flashcards, if you will. So, and here's more questions. And these are very similar to the questions you'll see on the exam. Okay, so the application exercises, they're suggested at the end of each of these sections. They are extremely valuable. There will be accompanying spreadsheets, and it says here it's found in the Shared Center Dropbox. No, I've got these on Blackboard instead. And again, I have personalized some of these to make them a little bit more relevant to your local market or things that you guys are familiar with. And again, the application exercises are optional, but I would highly recommend that you do this. And if you've got any questions, please let me know. Now, here's an example of an application. Country stats using property and room count. This will make sense as you get into it. You can work individually, or if you guys know people that are in this class, feel free to get together and go through this. If you need me to jump on a call with you while you're doing these things, please take advantage of that. For the next 4 weeks, will be even more readily available for you to reach out to me, and we'll wrestle with these applications together if you'd like. But you can also do it on your own. So you see here, what are the major markets, cities versus areas in your country? How does your country compare to other countries in the same subcontinent? Again, these are definitions. As long as you understand the definitions and the terminology, this should be no problem. And here's one of the sample results. We got Europe, Germany. Yeah, this is all Germany. So submarkets equals small cities 2. Okay, so they show your market, your submarket, the census, and the census rooms. And here's another slide, top chains, by rooms, and so on and so forth. Sort by number of rooms, large to small, so you can here you can tell which ones have the most rooms. And this is actual data, by the way. They're using alternative state statistics and prop and room counts on this one. Again, how does your state compare? What are the markets in your state and the metro, so on and so forth. Good stuff to go through. Again, I highly recommend you do it. Here it is. Nashville's the example. And it shows all of this information broken down. Here's market, submarket, class, and scale. Okay? Know things like this. Scale includes your independent hotels. So the first section, this is how the next 4 weeks is going to roll out. First section that we're attacking this week is the Hotel Industry Analytical Foundations. All right, spend a lot of time on this because everything will build off of this one. Then you have the Hotel Math Fundamentals. Then the property level benchmarking, that's where we get into the star reports and the D-star, which is digital star reports. They're not the paper ones. And I'm going to start sending you star reports that I get on a regular basis. It'll just come to your email automatically. So as soon as I get it, you'll get it. And then the fourth one is the hotel industry performance data and different reports. We'll look at trends, development data, profit and loss, and destination reports. We'll also throw in some extra reports there showing things like the food and beverage and spa and other things like that that would go into a hotel report and is available through STAR. Okay, so that's it. Come back to me here. Yeah, so that's it. And again, I'm kind of nervous about just throwing this out there, but dive into it, look around. It is all on Blackboard. Go through the slides, not only by yourself, because I'm giving you this entire slide presentation, but go through it as it's guided by me within the videos. And hopefully you will be set up. Now, there's a lot of ambiguity in this, but ask me if you have any questions that you cannot answer on your own. Please ask. I am here. So anyhow, hope you guys have a great week. No brain snacks for you this week that I can think of. If I do, I'll pop in later. My wife is at the Super Bowl. Yay. She volunteers for all the Super Bowls. And she's in Tampa at the Super Bowl, supposedly having a great time. Now, it's Saturday. I haven't seen the Super Bowl yet, so don't know who won. But hopefully you guys are able to enjoy the game if you do like to watch that game. And hopefully you have a great week ahead. Good luck on the test. And if you have any questions on that, please let me know. And otherwise, thanks and have a great week.